Hello. I didn't see you come in. Come on. Take a seat. Welcome back. I'm here again with another video. Yes, it's horror related. And if you read the title and the thumbnail, which I assume you have done, today I'm doing a video on Dead by Daylight. So Dead by Daylight is a game that I've been playing since it came out, and it's hit its 10-year anniversary this year, so I'm like, I need to do a video on Dead by Daylight. And, you know, often when I'm playing the game, I'm often walking around the map going like, would I be able to body and beat the shit out of any of the killers in the game in real life? So yeah, that's the video I've got planned for today. I wanted to do a tier list video, and I wanted to discuss whether I could beat the killers from Dead by Daylight in a fight. So let's see if I would survive the realm of Dead by Daylight and its 40 plus killers. So the rules of this sort of like tier list are that I'm in the realm and, you know, obviously a random killer has spawned in, and instead of running from them or, you know, having any resources or prep time, they could just show up at any time and I have to fight them. Those are the rules. Now, all I have is me, and that's it. Just my persons. Just Mr. Left and Right Hook, just, even though I got left and right mixed up. Oh, and it's all random as well. Like, it doesn't go in, like, order. It's all randomized on the tier list. So, the tier list is made up into 5 sections. There is would beat. There is probably would win. There's 50-50. There's would put up a fight, but lose. And then there's would get absolutely destroyed. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one on this tier list is the Plague. So already I'm not looking likely to win. And this is mainly because the Plague has her disease, and then she has her not corrupt intervention, what is it? Her corrupt state where she can like vomit blood and like injure people. So if she comes up to me and she already has that red vial, I'm screwed. However, if it's just the normal sickness, I might be able to win. She doesn't look like she's in the most, you know, stable state to like take me on head on, but my immune system is rubbish, so I wouldn't really fare well if she gets the upper hand and like throws up on me. My immune system like out the window, and I'm probably gonna be weak. So I'm gonna put this in a probably win situation, because I feel like I could definitely win in a hand-to-hand fight. You know, she's got that swinging lamp thing. I think I could grab a hold of that and just BAM! And then win. But like, I feel like maybe it would take me a while to recover from the Plague. Yeah, just casually getting the Plague. I get sick a lot though, so it's you know, it's not looking too well, but I think I could win. I think I could win and still survive. Next up is the Nurse. Now, the Nurse has her blinks, so she can teleport around, and she could get the upper hand on me. And if she appears out of nowhere, I'm getting absolutely cooked. Like, if she, like, appears behind me, teleports, and then slashes me, I'm done for. However, there is something I'm like, I might be able to get her on. If I hear her coming from afar, because she's still got to get here, she doesn't just spawn in. Like, I'll hear her, like, groaning as she like teleports across the map, and like I'll hear her wailing and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'll hear her, I'll hide, and then like as she like teleports towards me, when she's in that space where she's like mid blink, or like when she's sort of like fatigued from the blink, I could probably get behind chokehold and then BAM, and then pull like an RKO and just like win. I probably could, but yet again, she can teleport. So I think I'm going to put Nurse in 50-50, because I feel like she's a bit more stronger than Plague, and I feel like she could probably get the upper hand on me because she can teleport. Next up is Mr. Ghostface himself, or Danny Johnson in this scenario. So Dead by Daylight's Ghostface is different to like the movie's Ghostface. If I was facing off against the movie Ghostface, I feel like I'd have some wits and I could definitely beat the crap out of them. But in Dead by Daylight, the killers usually have more strength and upper hand, so I'm probably not winning, especially because he can cloak, he's stealthy, he can stalk, and he's definitely a lot faster than me when it comes to like movement, so I feel like I am absolutely not faring against Ghostface. I feel like I could put up a fight because he's still just a normal person, but I feel like I would lose. I would get my guts ripped out and I would just be like gutted like a fish. I think I would lose. So I'm going to put him in the would put up a fight but lose category. Ooh, Michael Myers, The Shape. Oh no. No, there's no way I'm winning. There's no way I'm winning. Like, I'm a goner. He's got me. I'm gone. And that's not just because I'm biased against the character. I feel like I'm screwed regardless. So, yeah, I feel like Michael would absolutely just destroy me. Next on the list is the Dredge. Now, the Dredge is quite literally like an entity within itself, and it's literally... It just consumes people. It massacred a whole island full of people because they weren't happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not winning against the Dredge. I am getting absolutely fumbled. I'm getting destroyed, like, without a question of the doubt. Like, there's not much I can do. I can't run, I can't hide. And if it's a hand-to-hand combat, I'm gonna punch the Dredge, my hand's gonna go through the Dredge, and I'm gonna like pull my hand back out and it's gonna be gone. I'm gonna be like, where the hell did that go? I'm done. I'm done. Next on the list, we have the Clown. Now, the Clown is pretty much just a really overweight guy. Like, he's just an overweight guy with chemicals and potions. But the thing is, his toxins would absolutely cause, like, my old asthma to come back. I would, you know, I'd get re-diagnosed with asthma if he threw his toxin at me. However, if I can dodge the toxin and go BAM! Right in his gut, he's throwing up all the fingers he's been eating from the other survivors, and I'm gonna BAM! BAM! Like, he's done for. He's done. So I'm gonna put him in probably would win, because I have a very strong feeling that I could definitely beat him. You know, he's big as well, he's slow, and I'm quite husky myself, but like, you know, I think I could pull it off, you know. He's older than me too, like, I feel like I could pull it off. Next is Hillbilly. I'm not winning against Hillbilly. He has inhuman strength and a chainsaw, and he sprints faster than a fucking Ferrari. Like, he's catching up to me. He is like chopping my head off. I am done. So I'm gonna put absolutely get destroyed. There's no way I'm winning that. Next up is Wesker. Now, Wesker is... I feel like he's definitely nerfed in the realm, but he's still strong, very strong. Especially with his, what is it, Ouroboros virus? Ouroboros virus? I can't pronounce it. But yeah, he's still very much a strong character. I feel like, you know, in the Mories, the survivors punch him and he, like, knocks back his glasses. I feel like I could get that lick on him, and I feel like I'd probably get a few jabs in there. But I feel like ultimately he is going to like strangle me and infect me with the Ouroboros virus, and I'm just gonna die. There's no way I'm getting through that. So I'm gonna put him in would put up a fight but lose. The next up is the Wraith. Now the Wraith, I think it's a 50-50 with the Wraith. He can cloak. The Wraith can cloak. That's his strong point. But, like, if it's a hand-to-hand fight, what else does he really have? I mean, he's got his weapon, and if he gets me with that weapon, I'm done. There's no way I'm coming back from that. But if I can dodge it, grab it off him, and then use it against him, I feel like I could probably win. But it's 50-50, because he could still sneak up on me. So I'm going to put him in 50-50 with the nurse. Next up is Kaneki, or Tokyo Ghoul. I don't really know how to pronounce his name. But it's the Tokyo Ghoul killer. Kanake? I think I'm saying his name right. Yeah, next up is Kanake. And I have a feeling that I would probably lose. However, I think I would be able to put up a fight because he's smaller than me. Definitely smaller than me. And if I can dodge the tentacle and get a BAM right in the noggin, he's gone. He is so gone. So I feel like I could put up a fight, but I might lose. So next up is Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street. I feel like I wouldn't win. I sleep a lot as it is. I'm like a fucking panda. I sleep so much. You know, I'm pulling Snorlaxes. I'm out like a light bulb a lot of the time. So I feel like I'm done for. I'm in the dream world, and in the dream world, he's got more, you know, power. So I'm done. I feel like I'm getting absolutely slimed. So I'm gonna would put up a fight, but I would lose. Next up is Trickster. So Trickster is an interesting one because he's got his knives and he's really fast, and he's got his baseball bat with a blade on it. But could I get around that? I mean, if it's in the open and it's a hand-to-hand fight, no, I'm not winning. I'm getting absolutely destroyed, aren't I? I feel like it's a case of, like, yet again, he's human, and he's, like, you know, smaller than me, so I feel like I could definitely get a few licks in, but I do feel like I'm going to lose, so I'm going to put him in, would put up a fight, but lose. There's a lot in that category. I feel like I'm giving myself a bit of credit, but then I'm also like, realistically, I'm getting slimed. Next up on the list is Singularity. Singularity is so, like, I'm done. There's no way I'm winning. He can, like, teleport around. You know, he's gonna get me. The only way I feel like I could win against the Singularity is if I have, like, a USB stick with an antivirus and I plug it into his ass and then go, ha, bitch. And his, like, window shutting down and he, like, malfunctions. That's the only way I'm winning. But I don't even think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna put him in the absolutely destroyed section. I feel like I'm getting absolutely beaten the shit out of. Pinhead. Pinhead. Mr. Hellraiser himself. I'm just gonna let my actions speak louder than my words here. I'm getting absolutely fucked. There's no way I am winning. I am absolutely done for. Have you seen the Hellraiser films? You will know that, like, there's no way out of that scenario unless you, like, got plot armor. I'm done. I'm going straight to the Shadow Realm, me. I'm done. I'm done for. He's gonna do some weird shit to me, and I'm not even going to enjoy it. I'm not winning in a hand-to-hand fight either, because as soon as I go, he's gonna go and put chains all around me, hook me up, and then drag me out to the Shadow Realm. I am dead. Okay, the Knight. So if the Knight has his 4, like, companions with him that he can summon in, I am so screwed. And I don't know why I'm making this argument for, because even if it's just the Knight himself without his companions, I'm still screwed anyway. I feel like, you know, he is a fighter. He is literally a knight. He traveled the world and just killed people with his chums. Like, I'm done. There's no way I'm getting out of that. So I'm putting the Knight in, would absolutely get destroyed. The Spirit. Okay, so the Spirit, I know she can, like, phase and stuff like that, but at the same time, her limbs are all detached. Like, they're just hanging on by force. I feel like if I could sneak up as she teleports in, because you know when she's teleporting in, because it sounds like a fucking Henry Hoover's coming into the realm. Like, when she's teleporting and phasing towards you, like, it sounds like a Hoover. So, like, I feel like if I heard that come towards me, I'd be like, oh shit. I'd, like, quickly hide behind a rock or a tree, and then when she shows up, I'd leap over it, grab her limbs, and go, wah! And depending on whether they come back or not, I feel like that would determine whether I win or lose. Like, if they just come back, like Lego, and she just turns around and goes, whoa, and I'm dead, I'm dead. But, like, I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like I've got a bit more of a chance with the Spirit. I feel like I've got a bit more of a chance. Okay, next up is the Oni. just like Pinhead, I am not winning. I am getting absolutely demolished. The sheer size of that guy, and the fact he's got like rage fueled in his body, he's going to beat me up. I'm not going to live. I am going to get absolutely demolished, and I'm not even going to be able to get a lick in on him. I'm not even going to be able to go BAM! I'm done. I'm so done. I am so done. Okay, Houndmaster. Houndmaster. I don't think I'm winning against Houndmaster. I'd put up a fight, definitely, because like I said, she's more of like a normal character, but I'm getting absolutely destroyed regardless. But I think I could put up a fight. Like, you know, I feel like I'd have to avoid her dog. I'd have to avoid the dog, which I forget the dog's name, but I'd have to avoid her hound, her dog. And then, but if I can get past the dog, I feel like I can get a few punches in before the dog reaches up to me, bites my ass, and then I get rabies and die, you know? Okay, this one, I am so sure I could beat this one. This next one, I've got Chucky. Chucky, I would absolutely demolish, right? I know he's like strong and stuff like that, and he's got the strength of like a man within the doll, but like I definitely could beat the crap out of him. I definitely could. You know, he comes up towards me and he starts charging. I'm just gonna boot him across the field. He's done. He's done. I'm not, without a doubt, he is done. He might get a few licks on me, but this time I'm getting the upper hand. I'm winning. I'm winning this shit. So I got our first would beat. Okay, next is the Skull Merchant. The Skull Merchant is like, she's just an edgelord with like blades and drones. Like, that's all there is to her character. However, she is pretty lethal, and she has the mind of a psychopath. So I'm just sort of like, I'm not winning this, am I? So I'd put up a fight, but I'd probably lose. No, I would lose. Not probably, I would lose. But I feel like, you know, I'd get a few punches in there. I feel like I would. The Unknown. Oh, God. This is difficult. I feel like I would shit my pants before, like, I'd even have a chance to react, because the Unknown actually scares me so much. I don't like playing as the Unknown because he scares me. Like, the voices, the creepy smile, like the deformed look, it's so terrifying. So I'm definitely putting him would absolutely destroy me, but not even because I wouldn't put up a fight, it's because I wouldn't be able to put up a fight. I'd be like paralyzed with fear, and then I'd just get swiped. The Xenomorph. Now, I've seen Alien, and I know that the Xenomorphs don't like fire, but I don't have any prep time. So if the Xenomorph just like sneaks up on me, and they are very stealthy, I am done for. I feel like I'm gonna get beaten. I feel like I'm definitely losing against the Xenomorph. The Blight. Now, the Blight is just a druggie, you know? And I've seen enough smackheads in my life and been like, I could take that guy in a fight if he tried anything. But like, you know, I suppose he's like a drug user times 10 though, because he is like strong, you know? He's a bit frigid looking, but he's got that cane and he's got his like blight rush. I may have a chance. I feel like I could grab his like hanging mouth, rip it off, and then just boom, sucker punch him and he'd be done, you know? And then I'd get his cane and then just bam, 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 and then I'd make him run off. He'd run away crying. I feel like it's 50-50 with the Blight. The Demogorgon. Oof. Now, in Stranger Things, teenagers beat up the Demogorgon, but barely survive. I feel like I'm one guy, and I don't have any prep time, and these kids had prep time in the show. Yeah, I'm getting destroyed. There's no way. The Huntress. Now, the Huntress has her hatchets, and she is really strong. However, if it's close-to-close combat, could I maybe get the win? Probably not. Probably not. Like, she took out armies of soldiers and stuff like that. I can barely take on a kebab when I start eating it, so like, yeah, I'm not in the right shape for this. I would put up a fight, but I'd definitely lose. The Artist. Okay, the Artist I wouldn't even want to fight because I feel so bad for her character. I'd be like, I'm probably not gonna win, but I would try and befriend her before having a fight, you know? I'd be like, I'm sorry what happened, and then maybe she'll be like, alright, cool, and then she'll leave me be. But I don't know. I feel like in this scenario, all the killer's, all the killer's objective is to pretty much body me, and I've got to try and body them. So would I win? Probably not. I'd put up a fight, but I'd lose. Okay, next up is the Legion. I feel like the Legion is a similar case to the Knight. So if all 4 of the Legions are there, all members are there, and they all are coming after me, I don't think I'm winning. But if it's just the one Legion, I actually think I would probably win. So I'm going to give myself the benefit of the doubt and say it's just the one Legion, like it is in every trial. So I'm just going to put probably would win. But I feel like ultimately I'm bodying and beating the crap out of this kid. That sounds so wrong out of context. Leatherface. Oof. See, Leatherface is big, but he's dumb. He's a big Dumbo. So I feel like if I can try and outsmart him, I'd win. Like, and by outsmart, I mean like throw a rock at him or something, you know? So I feel like it's 50-50 with Leatherface, 50-50. But yeah, it all depends on whether I can get that early punch or that early throw in there, you know? That'll determine it. Next is the pig, or Amanda from Saw. Oof. Right, so let's say that obviously this is just a fight, a one-on-one, and there's no like silly little games involved, there's no reverse bear trap bullshit. Am I soloing Amanda? I feel like I would. I really feel like I would. Because, I mean, in the film, she gets, like, overpowered almost by that guy who was chained up, I think. Was it Eric? So I'm like, surely, if it's like, you know, and she's got that pig mask on, she ain't seeing shit in that. She ain't seeing shit. Like, I feel like I've got the upper hand. I feel like I've definitely got the upper hand. So I feel like I could beat. I feel like I would beat. The twins. The twins is interesting because there's both of them. I feel like it's a 50-50 with the twins. Because if I can get a hold of Victor and, like, beat the shit out of Victor and then show Charlotte Victor, and then I'll be like, hey, I'll let him live if you leave me alone. She'll be like, and she'll take her little twin brother, her deformed twin brother, and she would run, you know? So I feel like it's 50-50 with the twins. I feel like I could definitely do some damage. The Krasu. Oof. Now, if it's the Krasu in, like, the actual form and not, like, the lady, I feel like I would lose. I definitely would lose. I'm getting, like, strangled with the tentacles. I'm done. But if it's just the lady version, I feel like, you know, she hasn't got armor. She hasn't got anything on her. She's got the knife, but then she'd probably just turn into the Krasu. I feel like I'm screwed. I'm done for. I'd put up a fight, but I'd lose. The Doctor. The Doctor Rooney, he would kill me. He would absolutely kill me. Like, I don't think I'd be able to put up a fight because just like the Unknown, I would shit my pants. Like, he is terrifying to me. In game, I get so scared going against him. I would cripple in fear. I'd start seeing birds and stars flying around my head, and then I would just get zapped and killed. I feel like I'm getting absolutely destroyed. The Lich, or D&D Vecna. So I feel like the Lich would destroy me. Some of these are just like, I'm getting folded no matter what. Pyramid Head. Okay, hold on. Let me use my logic here. Pyramid Head is James Sunderland's creation. So, by default, I don't feel James's guilt. I've played Silent Hill 2. Sad. Very sad. But I don't feel James's guilt. I'm not James Sunderland. So, I feel like I could win. Because Pyramid Head would, like, see me, and he'd be like, oh shit, wrong guy. My bad. But he is in the realm now, and he is attacking other people. Would I even be able to get a few licks on him before? I mean, if I try punching his head, I'm going to hurt my hand. He's got the big blade. He's got his rights of judgment. I'm done. He's winning. Next on the list, I have the Springtrap, or William Afton. William Afton is another character I would cripple in fear at seeing, and I would, like, I'd fanboy. I'd be like, oh my god, you're from FNAF. But then I'd also be like, oh, you're a child murderer. Oh, you're awful. But no, I don't think I'm winning. I'd put up a fight, but I feel like ultimately I'm getting put into a bloody animatronic suit. I'm not winning. The Onryo. So the Onryo, depending if I can do... All right, hold on a minute. So it's a 1v1 situation. She hasn't got her tapes. She's just a ghost girl, and it's not a 7-day situation where I die after 7 days. She's just coming up to me. It's just a small child. All I've got to do is be like, Onryo, look over there. Bam! You know what I mean? Like, it's a no-brainer. I feel like it's a probably would win situation. I think I'd probably win. Trapper. Trapper is an interesting one because although I feel like 50-50, I could probably win. He is massive and he is like bulking and he doesn't feel pain. Like he's got hooks in his damn skin. Like, you are bodying me, aren't you? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna put him in, would put up a fight, but I would lose. We are down to our last 5. So I feel like this next one, I wouldn't win at all, and it's Nemesis. Nemesis is gigantic. It's like Patrick Star on steroids. Like, I'm not winning. I'm gonna get absolutely destroyed. I won't lie. I'm getting absolutely folded. This next one, I'd definitely win. This next one, I would beat the crap out of. So, this next one, I have got the Hag. The Hag, I would win, and it's solely because she is so fragile. Like, she's like an undead, almost zombie-like creature with twig bones. I feel like I am gonna get scared when I see her, but then when I realise, oh, she's like yay high and is like twitching and like trying to like run towards me like a zombie from Michael Jackson's Thriller, I'm winning. I am beating the crap out of the Hag. I'm winning. Next up is Dracula from Castlevania. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all. Like, he's got his wolf form, his bat form, his hellfire stuff. I am donezo. I am gone. Okay, next is Deathslinger. Deathslinger, I think, is a 50-50. So, right, it's close range fighting, right? He comes up to me, he tries to harpoon me, right? Let's say I dodge the harpoon, which is a 50-50 shot. I'm grabbing onto that chain, I'm pulling the scorpion, get over here, yanking him towards me, and then I'm using his own gun and beating the crap out of him. And he's got a crippled leg, so if I kick him in the shins, he's gone. It's a 50-50, but I'm going to put him in probably would win. Probably would win. Because the probability of me winning would all rely on whether the harpoon would hit me. But I feel like there's more of a chance it wouldn't, which is why I'm putting in probably win. Last but not least is Vecna from Stranger Things. Now, Vecna in Stranger Things was a lot weaker in Season 5 than I thought he was in Season 4. And he hides away and he does his little mind manipulation shit. However, in a solo fight, I think he is definitely winning. I feel like he is definitely going to beat me. I feel like I'd put up a fight and I'd take a few punches, but ultimately I feel like he is going to use his mind control thing, and I'm not going to be able to put a song on in time to try and snap out of it. I'm going to get Chrissied. I'm going to get mind blown. I'm done. I'm dead. Donezo. So yeah, that's what the tier list looks like. It's ain't looking good. But yeah, no, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a different one, but I wanted to do something to celebrate 10 years of Dead by Daylight. And let me know who you think you could beat in a fight in Dead by Daylight. You know, drop me a thing in the comments. But yeah, no, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. I'm getting out of here, man. I don't feel safe.